Hello JEE aspirants, this is Tirumala, IIT JEE trainer, Vasishta Educational Institutions, Hyderabad. Today I am going to discussing about how to improve 10 to 20 marks in our JEE mains physics. So you need to understand most important concepts in our syllabus. The first one is most scoring and must do topics. What are they? Number one is modern physics. In this modern physics also, you concentrate more on these topics: photoelectric effect, Bohr atomic model, nuclear physics, dual nature of radiation, semiconductors. Again, another topic which is most scoring is current electricity 2. This is low effort and more weightage topic. Again, electric charges and fields, moving charges, and focusing more on circuits. Next, easy but conceptual. Easy but conceptual, that is units and dimensions and error analysis. Okay, and don't forget this experimental physics, screw gauge and vernier calipers questions every year repeated in the question papers. So focus more on experimental physics also. The another area you need to focus, which is high scoring with practice. Without practice, you can't crack these chapters. You need to practice all the questions in these chapters, which are ray optics and wave optics, particularly in wave optics, YDS, numerically based questions related to YDS, and also kinetic theory of gases, thermodynamics, rotational dynamics. And come to the magnetic effects and EMI also related to high scoring with more practice needed questions. Yes, now in these chapters, that means particularly related to mechanics like laws of motion, center of mass, work power energy and rotational dynamics, you need to focus on selective topics like the law of conservation of momentum and work energy theorem and angular momentum conservation principle. In such a manner, concentrate more on basic principles of the physics, okay? And you can't throw all the entire mechanics, but you focus more on these areas like law of conservation of momentum, law of conservation of energy, work energy theorem, like that. Okay, that is also very important and weightage portion. See, in almost out of 25 questions, maybe 20 questions may be related to numerical problems based questions. So, while attempting the numerical problem based questions, you need to understand what to do and what not to do is very important. First of all, you read twice each question. Identify what is given and what is asked. So first of all, you need to identify what is given and what is asked. Underline the keywords. These keywords are decides the answer. So those keywords like maximum, minimum, at rest, neglect the friction, smooth, uniform, included to, increased by, and percentage increase, percentage decrease, or symmetry. These are the different key words which can decide the answer. So first of all, you need to focus on these keywords. And this is also not is also very important in the statement type questions. Okay. After that, after understanding the entire question, you write the given data with SI units and convert all practical units into SI units. For example, you convert the kilometer per hour into meter per second by multiplying it with 5 by 18 and RPM into radian per second. Next, visualize and draw the rough diagram. After concluding the SI units, everything, come to the rough diagram. That means, suppose in mechanics, draw the free body diagram. Suppose that question is related to electricity circuit, or if it is related to optics, draw the ray diagram, like that. Without diagram, don't do the problem. Okay? And identify the concept. Choose the correct formula. Substitute the values with symbols first and avoid the calculation mistakes. This is the way of doing the problem. So first of all, read twice the problem, write the given data, visualize and draw the rough diagram. After that, identify the concept, choose the correct formula, substitute the values symbolically first. That can avoid the mistakes in the calculations. See, this is the golden rule to solve the numerical problems. That is, first concept, then diagram, formula, calculation with unit check. And finally, check the answer is reasonable or not. After coming to the answer, don't leave it, don't mark the OMR, check the answer. How can you check the answer? Suppose speed cannot be negative. If you get the answer, speed, finding the speed, in that you get the negative sign, that answer may be wrong. You check it. And also, similarly, resistance cannot be 0. So, suppose he is asking for resistance, that must be a numerical value. It cannot be 0. And the temperature cannot be negative. So, this type of check finally is mandatory. And also finally, during the examination hall, while entering into the examination hall, scan the entire paper, identify question standard. Attempt only if 70% sure, otherwise leave it. It is a negative marks based examination. So that if you are sure for 70%, then you attempt. And avoid the ego based attempts. Don't spend more than 5 minutes on one question. And don't panic after seeing the tough paper. Easy questions decide the rank, not the tough questions. So, you're more conscious about the easy questions while solving it. Okay students, keeping all these points in your mind, go to the examination, come out with success. Thank you. But remember, while practicing the physics, knowing is not enough. We must practice. That is mandatory. During this period, practice vigorously. Remember all the things and come out with flying colors. All the best.